Alright, so I just woke up and I have that I just woke up look. I washed my face, gathered myself together, and I wanted to make this video very quickly. So I still have that I just got out of bed look. So, excuse me. Alright, so, some things that have been heavily on my mind. Boy. I have a associate that I have met, female counterpart, female sister. I met a year ago, and under the circumstances that we met, it wasn't really so good, involving a personal issue that I don't want to get into. And this sister does a lot of gossiping, it's a lot of gossiping, gossiping about other people. It's never, ever good. There's times that, she contacts me because she wants a energy boost. I am a person that loves to smile. I love to, be positive. When I'm in my funky mood, I'm in my funky mood, but it's a short period of time. It just goes, I never get stuck in that moment. And, a lot of people like to be around me for that. I always try to see the good in something and give some type of positive feedback to empower them or encourage them to move on. So this sister sees that in me. But trying to get to know other people, other sisters in the conscious community here in Massachusetts. It's a small community of conscious people. And I can't, I shouldn't, when I put these air quotation marks, I shouldn't judge them. I wish it was a bigger community, such as New York or Washington. Alright, so I don't want to stray away too much about what I really want to say. Anyways, I'm going to be breaking it to this sister today that I will not be having a relationship with her anymore. It's just not healthy, I have an issue with people that constantly talks about what people are not doing, For example, this sister has talked about Tahuti Matara. And for those who do not know him, he is a herbalist out of Southern California. Used to be on YouTube, has a wealth of knowledge, has had some battles, many battles online with people and also offline. But he's such a positive, empowering brother and straightforward, he just like gives it to you, And I've been to some of his, I've been to one of his lectures. I order from his store from time to time online. I'm hoping one day to, take a couple of his classes in LA. But anyway, she's spoken so negatively about him. It's just everything's so negative about him. And I'm saying to myself, you don't even know if this information that you've heard is true. Investigate it first and know if it's true or not. This could just be gossip. And you're bashing this man, and you don't even know if it's true. And the stuff that she was saying about him disturbed me. And she knows how I like him. And, to even address his issues surrounding money, he just betrays himself to have all this money, but he's really struggling. How do you know that? Some of his staff who he has fired because of reasons that they know, and they came out and started to bash him. They weren't bashing him when everything was good. They weren't bashing him then. But when the differences, when they had differences and they departed ways, that's when the videos came out and all the bashing came towards him again, you know. So it's like, you don't even know if this is true, and why would you even take up this as being truth, for the simple fact that you don't even know his money. I can't even say what his money pocket, you know, what's in his pockets. I have no idea what's in anybody's pocket but my own. And I don't care. I don't care. If someone's pretending to be something, you know, that they're not, as far as money wise or material wise, so what? Eventually the truth is going to come out. Let them be. But you're not over there in LA. You don't know what's going on day to day. You know, stop hating on the brother. You know, hating on Umar Johnson. I've seen some videos online on YouTube addressing the whole issue with him, you know, asking for donations for a school that he wants to open down south, and you know, he has an X amount of time to raise, I think, $5 million, and you know, he hasn't really approached, you know, the black community, quote unquote black community, appropriately, asking for these donations, and how he doesn't have respect for women, yada yada yada, and you know, he's just disorganized and blah. Well, if you know the brother has some issues, won't you step in and call him or write him and offer some assistance? You know, I agree with some of what you guys are saying. I understand where she was coming from. At the same time, you're taking the time to bash him. Won't you call him and stop making excuses that he's this, that, the next, he's stubborn? You know what? I'm just so tired. I'm tired of people bashing other people that are doing work of influence. I'm just tired of it. You know, look at Marcus Garvey. He didn't even have what we have right now. We have technology where we can reach people all across the entire world, no matter what time zone, in a second. We have all these technology resources to influence people, and we're just not using it to our abilities. Marcus Garvey had a damn newspaper and the telephone, and his just ability just to be influential, you know, by lectures or, you know, what other, you know, other means of communication he had. You know, all I know that the communication that he had was limited compared to what we had. And he was able to touch and move people. He had a movement across the world. Even when he was deported, even when he was locked up in the cell, he still had people, you know, in his corner doing for him, for the greater cause. I'm sure there was a lot of naysayers. You know, I'm sure that there was a lot of people that said, you can't do it, you're doing this wrong, you know, you should do it this way. I'm sure, but it never stopped him. Never stopped him. We have so much resources in our community as people. I don't want to say black people, white people. I hate those labels because they have no scientific proof. I just hate them. I just love people. Particularly, I love children. I love children, you know, and they don't see any of that stuff, you know. Anyway, so I'm just expressing this because there are probably some people in your own lives that you have to get rid of. And believe me, you know, for the past couple of days, I've been thinking to myself, man, how am I going to approach this without being completely belligerent? Because I can be belligerent sometimes. But I want to do it in a positive way where, you know, there's no scars left at all. You know, there's no, you know, hurtful words that are thrown to be spiteful and vindictive. I don't like to. That's just ugly. It's It's just ugly. So, I have come up with a solution. Spirit has spoken to me, and my ancestors have spoken to me. My spirit guides have spoken to me to leave her alone. That her intentions are completely dark. And so I tried it yesterday by giving her a call. I think she knew the time has come. And she told me she'll call me back. And we had talked about something very briefly. And she told me that she'll call me back. And she did call me back, but I was tied up at the time. And so today's the day. As some of you already know, and I'm going to start posting my videos, I'm a massage therapist, so I feel a lot. But I can't let it drag on anymore. Yeah, I just can't let it drag on anymore. So if you have anyone that you need to cut ties with, do it. Even if it's a family member, do it. If they are not adding anything to your life, if they are not feeding your spirit positive energy, and everything that comes out their mouth, 80% of everything that comes out their mouth is just negative, get rid of them. Get rid of them. And I too have that I can save you, character. Let me just be a friend because, I can influence you to do good. And that was my alarm clock. Spirit spoke. So, all right. So, with all that said, get rid of them. They serve no purpose.